I've always loved superhero comic books, and I have to thank Stan Lee for the Marvel comics. The ultimate question that always gets thrown around is, who is the best superhero? This week I'll be ranking 10 Marvel superheroes, 1 being the best, 10 being the worst. And those are Wolverine, Iron Man, Spiderman, Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Daredevil, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, and Deadpool. I'm making it 3 out of 3 for giving myself a hard time in trying to decide on the running order. So, which Marvel superhero is the best based on having the most amount of screen time across the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Coming in at number 10 is Daredevil. Daredevil has definitely been one that's a hit and miss for me. To kick this superhero's introduction into the Marvel Universe off, we had Ben Affleck. And I think it's safe to say that Ben Affleck needs to stay away from superhero movies. But then Daredevil is rescued by the Charlie Cox series, which I actually thought was quite good. And then we've got the Daredevil Born Again series in 2025 that I am very much looking forward to. Daredevil for me has been more on the miss side of things in its portrayal of the superhero. I do think Charlie Cox has done an excellent job. I think that Ben Affleck just gave it a really bad go, and I think that because of that it sort of tainted it to begin with. So we've had one movie from Ben Affleck, which, let's be honest, it wasn't great acting and the script kind of sucked, but it sort of clawed its way back into our good books with Charlie Cox. And the reason it's ranking at number 10 is because we've only really seen a movie and a TV series, and it hasn't had a huge amount of screen time, and its popularity as well comes into the equation. Coming in at number 9 is the Incredible Hulk. The Hulk is an interesting one because this character is great, but if it wasn't for the Avengers, I probably would have had to say that this ranked at the lowest. We had the Eric Bana movie in 2003, then we had Hulk 2 with Eric Norton in 2008, and I really didn't like that because I became accustomed to Eric Bana, and I really thought that that movie was brilliant. And because of that change in main character, I think, for me anyway, that's where it lost its impact. And then we have the Incredible Hulk in the Avengers. Now for me personally, I really liked the 2003 Incredible Hulk with Eric Bana, but I personally think that it just lost what it had gained in the Hulk 2 because of that change in main character. But I think that Mark Ruffalo did a brilliant job in bringing that connectivity back with the fan base, and it was great to see the Incredible Hulk in the Avengers. But what I'd really like to see is the Incredible Hulk make a solo comeback in maybe like a trilogy set of movies, even a TV show. Coming in at number 8 is Deadpool. I remember being so worried in the beginning when Deadpool was introduced into the X-Men Origins Wolverine movie because they just killed him off straight away, and I actually really liked the character. But bringing him back, and what a great addition to the Marvel Universe. And I have to say, they got it spot on with Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. I mean, what a great match. We've got 3 Deadpool movies, one being released in 2016, the second being released in 2018, and what an absolute treat having Deadpool and Wolverine as a 2024 release. I haven't yet seen it, but I cannot wait to go and see it. For me, Ryan Reynolds just brings a sublime portrayal to Deadpool because he's just got that humorous element which completely matches the character, and that portrayal is elevated for all of us to see, making everything that much more entertaining when it comes to Deadpool as a movie. 3 movies for Deadpool is great, but that is the only reason that I have ranked it at number 8. This has nothing else factored into it. Coming in at number 7 is the Black Panther. Chadwick Boseman was an actor that was taken from us way too early. One of my absolute favourite characters, and I could not believe it when I found out about the news of his death. There is no doubt in my mind that Chadwick Boseman would have been an absolute sensation with huge longevity as the Black Panther. We got the Black Panther movie 1 that he was in 2018, and we got him in the Avengers movies. Taken from us way too early, we would have undoubtedly seen a large quantity of Black Panther movies, and the only reason that he is ranking at number 7 is because the answer to the question is purely based on screen time. Gone, but never forgotten. Coming in at number 6 is Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange has been an absolutely brilliant addition to the Marvel Universe and to the big screen. We have Benedict Cumberbatch kicking things off in 2016 with the first Doctor Strange movie. Then in 2022 we had Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and then we have the Avengers movies that he's in. Great actor, great character, great addition to the Marvel Universe, and plenty more to come. Ranking slightly lower, but that's because in some cases it's down to quality and others longevity when comparing to others. Coming in at number 5 is Captain America. Now I think the Captain is a great character and a great actor, and has gained some absolutely brilliant screen time that stayed consistent. We've had him in Captain America the First Avenger in 2011, Captain America the Winter Soldier in 2014, Captain America Civil War in 2016, and all of the Avengers. Without a shadow of a doubt, he's clearly been a standout when it comes to being on the big screen and a fan favourite. But I'll always be honest, he wasn't my favourite character, but that was because of the character portrayal. I just thought at times he came across a little bit too serious and too miserable. I very much sided with Iron Man in Civil War, and I am a huge Iron Man fan. Not taking away anything from the character or the actor. I just think maybe it's because of the directing, I don't know, but I just think that he came across way too serious and very miserable. Coming in at number 4, and I cannot believe I'm going to say this, but Iron Man. I am a huge fan of Iron Man, and I think they found the perfect match when it comes to Robert Downey Jr. portraying him. We get Iron Man 1 in 2008, followed by Iron Man 2 in 2010, Iron Man 3 in 2013, finishing off with all of the Avengers movies. This is about answering the question of screen time, and this was so tough because my favourite is Iron Man. Coming in at number 3 is Spider-Man. It has been an absolutely insane ride when it comes to Spider-Man. Obviously a standout character when it comes to screen time, and we have 3 different Spider-Men in this role. We get Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man in 2002, Tobey Maguire comes back in Spider-Man 2 in 2004, then we get Spider-Man 3 with Tobey Maguire in 2007, which brings a close to the Tobey Maguire trilogy. Then enter Andrew Garfield, kicking off the first Amazing Spider-Man in 2012, followed by the second Amazing Spider-Man in 2014, and he doesn't quite make it a trilogy, but then enter Tom Holland with Spider-Man Homecoming in 2017 and Spider-Man Far From Home in 2019, with the final Spider-Man Far From Home in 2021, and completing the screen time being the Avengers movies that Tom Holland is in. The sheer volume of Spider-Man movies that we've had since 2002 has been remarkable. It has been a character that has just had severe longevity. However, we've only had them in their individual blocks. We have had 3 individual Spider-Men, but all 3 for me have been really, really great. The little side question then becomes, out of the 3, which is the best? And for me, I would rank these 3 in order: Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, then Andrew Garfield. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'm not sure if you're going to agree with me, but let's see. Coming in at number 2 is Thor. This character has been huge for the Marvel Universe when it comes to getting to the big screen. Chris Hemsworth has been a super match in playing Thor, and he's really delivered. But what I also really admire, appreciate and love is the fact that he has not only been absolutely brilliant in portraying the role, but in evolving the role of the character to incorporate more of a humorous portrayal when it comes to Thor. We get the first Thor movie in 2011, we get Thor The Dark World in 2013, we get Thor Ragnarok in 2017, and then Thor Love and Thunder in 2022, topped off with all of the Avengers movies. Now Chris has had a huge amount of screen time. He's had 4 dedicated movies on top of all of the Avengers movies, and if you take how he was in his portrayal in the very first Thor and compare it to his portrayal in the last Thor, it has completely evolved, and also in the Avengers added so much in terms of additional types of genres into that trilogy. Coming in at number 1 is Wolverine, the winner and my absolute favourite character in the Marvel Universe. The longevity of Hugh Jackman playing as Wolverine is so impressive, and undoubtedly the perfect match when it comes to character an actor. We get him in X-Men in 2000, X-Men 2 in 2003, X-Men The Last Stand in 2006, X-Men Origins Wolverine in 2009, The Wolverine in 2013, X-Men Days of Future Past in 2014, Logan in 2017, and then Deadpool and Wolverine in 2024. I mean, Hugh Jackman has had to play Wolverine in 8 different movies. From the year 2000 all the way through to 2024, he is still acting as Wolverine. I really do worry about who, if anyone, will take on the mantle of playing Wolverine. It's going to be a very rocky time. I have faith, but for someone that has played Wolverine for so long and played it undoubtedly well, the next person is going to have a lot of heat on them. Now, Hugh Jackman is a brilliant actor, and the portrayal of Wolverine has been spot on. He's evolved into the role from the first time that we saw him in 2000 into this role today. I haven't seen the new Deadpool and Wolverine movie, but I am definitely going to see it, and maybe Binge Watcher will do a review on it. But I have no doubt in my mind that he has continued to play the role excellently. If you had to pick a superhero to be out of the 10 in this episode, which would you be? I personally would want to be Wolverine, but I'd love to know who you would want to be down in the comments below. As always, don't forget to smash a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and follow us on all social media to stay up to date with the latest content. If you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more. I'm Matthew, this is Binge Watcher, thanks for binging with me.